Hello, it's Simon Fitter here, the head verger of St Mary Abbots Church, and my lovely wife Margie.
Hello!
She's holding the camera. Now, on Easter Day we were thinking, sadly we won't be able to go into church and we won't be able to see the wonderful Easter garden which is usually made there in the Resurrection Chapel. And we thought, well, why not have a go at making our own Easter garden? And then we thought, well, not everybody's got a garden to go and take plants and moss and soil from, so let's have a go at making an Easter garden from kitchen cooking ingredients. And we've had fun making an Easter garden out of that, and here's what it looks like. And I'll take the camera now, and there's Margie.
Hello!
And if Margie stands to the corner a bit, we're going to come down and do an aerial view of our Easter garden in all its magnificence. Look at that. And coming close, we can see the 3 crosses up there, all sorts of hills and green and all sorts of stones and pebbles and a tomb. And you've got the bed where they laid Jesus and the pillow. And there behind are all the ingredients that we actually used. So here's what we did. Margie will now demonstrate some of the things. We'll start with the crosses. If Margie'd like to pull the crosses out, and these were made out of spaghetti. We used flat spaghetti, and the ingredient we used to stick the 2 bits together was in fact the only non-edible item, and that was Pritt Stick. And don't try eating that. So there go the crosses stuck together, and then we made lovely little trees and bushes and shrubs out of broccoli, and little bits of broccoli and big bits. So there you go, little plants, and then bigger trees, and then sort of more like shrubs at the front, and they're around there. We're sort of deconstructing it for you. And to get these ones at the back to stand up, if Margie picks one up, we just took a lot of stem, hold it at an angle, and you can see we just flattened it off, and then they just stand up by themselves. And what I should have said is, in fact, you could use a bowl or a plate, but we decided to use an ordinary wooden chopping board. Thought it looked quite nice like that. Coming down to the front now, we used a mixture of, well, dry things which you could use. We've got tea up there, loose tea around the tomb. We've got green lentils here, that's right. We've got muesli there. We've got parved red lentils for the path. We've got some brown rice here, a bit more path, and we've got some granola. You use whatever you've got and make whatever nice patterns you'd like to make. There's one trick we can do. If you want to make a nice straight line, Margie's just going to demonstrate with a wooden spoon there, or a wooden spatula. It's got a nice flat edge, so when you put it down on the board, if you want to keep a nice thing, then keep it nice and still in place, Margie, and then you just pour your muesli or whatever it is onto the spoon, and it just makes a nice straight line along the edge of the spoon. Thank you for that. So what we'll do now, look at this wonderful hill. And we made that, well, on top we've got some rhubarb leaves, but you could use cabbage leaves and just drape them over. The older the better, actually, because they'd flop more. And let's see what's underneath. We're doing a wonderful job of deconstruction here. Ah, look at that. We've got a potato, a couple of onions. You can use whatever you like to make whatever contours and hills. But that's what we happened to find in our vegetable basket. And then the tomb itself. In we go. Well, if Margie can pull out the bed and move the stone across. There we go. Out come the pillow and the bed. And if you can see what they're made of, you've put them on the black thing over here. So the bed is got 2 bits of fusilli pasta. And they've just been wrapped up in kitchen towel. If you want to just get the stuff over there, Margie, just bring it round. And this is the size we used. Just cut out some kitchen towel, 2 bits of fusilli pasta, wrap them up. You want to wrap them up, Margie? Mm-hmm. And then just a bit of sellotape at the end to keep it all in place. And then the pillow for his head, just keep folding in very tight, tiny little sort of folds. Just keep folding it away and away and away and away. And then at the end, Margie's going to do a really tight, good squeeze. And then that just sits on top of the bed she just made. Fantastic. And then the final thing is the tomb itself. Well, you've already worked out that's a baked spud. What we did, we put it in the microwave for 10 minutes, took it out, cooled it down. I did it in the freezer just to speed things up a bit. And then when it was not too hot to handle, we got a knife to sort of cut a bit inside, and then a teaspoon to sort of hollow it all out. And before we did that, of course, we created the stone by just chopping the end of the spud off with a knife. And there you get a fantastic rolling stone. A rolling stone. It's not Mick Jagger. And there's all the ingredients, as I said before. And I forgot to say, actually, to make the crosses stand up, we used a skewer. If you can find the skewer, we found a wooden skewer. And in fact, all you have to do is spike this skewer, could you do it, Margie, into the spud or the onion or whatever it is, go down quite a long way, and that creates just a big enough hole to put your spaghetti cross into it. So there we go, one kitchen Easter garden, and we hope you have fun making that, and we'd like to wish you all for Sunday a very happy Easter. But if you haven't got time to make your Easter garden tomorrow, don't worry, it'll be a fun thing to do on Easter Day. And in fact, Easter lasts for a good 8 days, the octave of Easter. So you can actually make it any time from now on, all through next week. Okay, we'd love to wish you a very happy Easter and to advise you, of course, to stay safe and keep well. With much love from us here, bye-bye.
Bye.